Hello students, the secret of success is your belief in yourself. Always say so to yourself. You can do it. Whenever you come across any difficulty or any crisis, always say you can do it. What others can do, you definitely can do. And I wish you should also be able to do what others have not tried yet. So with this positive note, straight let us come on to the today's topic. This is chapter first of mathematics of class 10th, the real numbers, and today's class we are going to find out HCF by prime factorization method. See, HCF is highest common factor. See, when you are referring to common, that means you are going to deal at least two quantities. If I write here 60 and 24, and if I write prime factorization of this 2 into 2 into 3 into 5 and 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. If I say 2 is common, see this does not make any sense that 3 is common factor of 24. What makes sense is 3 is common factor of both 60 and 24. So when we say common, it means at least two quantities we are referring to. When we are referring to a common factor, that means we are referring at least to two quantities. There could be more than two, but at least two quantities we must have. So we will take an example of two quantities, and with the help of that we will try to find out how HCF is to be found. Now the word says highest common factor. I don't know why people are taking it, making it so complicated and confusing. Just go highest common factor. You need not to find out anything. Your task is to find out common factor. See, first see common factor. So you see 2 is common, you find 2. So 2 is common factor of both 24 and 60. You can see it. But 2 is not highest common factor. Why? Because there are yet some factors which are still common and we have not taken. So if I write 2 is taken once, again if I write 2, because this 2 again is common, so this 2 to 4. Now see, 4 is common factor of both 60 and 24. You can see 2 is included twice, 2 is included twice, 2 is included twice. So 4 is also, 2 was common factor of both 24 and 60. Even 4 is common factor of both 24 and 60. But this is also not highest common factor. Now look for this 2. And for this 2 there is no 2 common. 2 has occurred 3 times in this prime factorization. 2 has occurred twice in that prime factorization. So 2 can be taken only twice. 2 cannot be taken for the third time, because for the third time 2 is only in this, not in that. So now look for 3. 3 is there. So 3 is there in both, take 3. Now look for 5. 5 is not common factor. 5 is only factor of this, not common factor of this. So 2 into 2 into 3. This is highest common factor. And this is factors, you understand. 2 is factor of 60, 2 is factor of 2 is factor of 60, 2 is factor of 3 is factor of 60, and 3 is factor of 24, 5 is factor of, so these are the factors. Now if you take all the 3 factors and multiply them, 2 into 2 into 2 to the 4th is 12. 12 is the highest common factor of 60 and 24. See, the very simple thing, take the common factors and take all the common factors. The factors that are not common, that are not to be taken. 2 was common twice, so 2 has been taken twice. 3 was common once, so 3 has been taken once. 5 is a prime factor of 60 alone, not in prime factor of 24, not taken. And third time you could not include 2, because third time 2 was not there in the prime factor of 60. In the prime factorization of 60, 2 occurred twice, whereas in prime factorization of 24, 2 occurred thrice. So you cannot take it 3 times, you can take it 2 times. With this you are at the highest common factor. Now sometimes we are also we define HCF as the greatest number that can completely divide both the numbers of which, or of all the numbers of which this is HCF. How it is able to divide? See, very clearly you can see here. From 60, you have picked up these factors. Every factor there is an HCF is undoubtedly there in 60, in the prime factorization of 60. This 2 is there, 2 is there, 2 is there, 2 is there, and 3 is there, 3 is there. Now if I want to divide 60 by this number, HCF, 2 will get cancelled with 2, 2 will get cancelled with 2, 3 will get cancelled with 3, and 5 will come as quotient. So I can say, yes, this is that greatest number. It is greatest because every factor that was common has been included. It should not have been highest common factor if we should have taken 2 as once. So it is highest common factor. Now if you want to divide 24 by this, see, 2 is there in 24, 2 is there in this, 2 is there, 2 is there, 3 is there, 3, and 2 will come the answer. So greatest number which can completely divide the given numbers is the HCF of those numbers whom it is able to divide completely. This is nothing but because we have chosen the common factors from both the given numbers here, that is 60 and 24. So HCF can be defined in this way also, that it is that greatest number, HCF of two or more quantities is that greatest number which is able to divide all those quantities completely without leaving any remainder. And this is only possible because while selecting we have taken care that every common factor between the given quantities has been included into this. And if it includes, that means every factor that is there in this is undoubtedly in this and this. So when you divide, it will get cancelled and 2 will remain. When you divide this by this, then 5 will remain because other factors will get cancelled. Why? Because every factor contained in the HCF was definitely contained in both of them. So it is able to divide. And also sometimes you will find an algorithm like this, that do the prime factorization, then write them as product of their powers. So this is written as 2 raised to power 2, and this is raised to power 3 raised to power 1, this is written 5 raised to power 1, this is raised 2 raised to power 3, and this is written as 3 raised to power 1. So people say take common factors. So here see 2 and 2 is common, 5 is not common, so 5 is not to be taken, 3 is again common. So the statement will go like that: take common factors, and wherever the common factor has different powers, take the least power. So if you take 2 raised to power 2 and 3, you will again get the HCF. Why you have taken 2 raised to power 2, not 2 raised to power 3? Because if you take 2 raised to power 3, that means you have in common factor, you have included 2 as 3 times. Whereas 2 has occurred only twice in the prime factorization of 60. So 2 raised to power 3 cannot be taken as HCF of these two numbers. This was all about HCF, highest common factor. The standard procedure in the books, it is narrated like this, that make the prime factorization, then write the prime factors as product of their powers, like this 2 into 2 cubic power. This could be written 2 raised to power 2, 3 times 2 has occurred, so this can be written as 2 raised to power 3 and 3. Now this has been written in the form of powers and prime factors. Now take the common factors. So common factors here are 2 and 3, and wherever the common factors have varying power, it is power 3, 1, 1, so no doubt 3 has been taken with 1 power. Now here 2 was having power 2, here 2 was having power 3, so least power has to be taken, because then 2 is common in the prime factors of 24 and 60 twice, not thrice. So we cannot take 2 raised to power 3, we have to take 2 power 2, that is by definition, because we were to take only highest common factor, the factor that is highest also and common to all the given quantities, that is here 60 and 24.